Chris Gethard Show. Chris Gethard Show. Whoa, Chris Gethard Show. Chris Gethard Show.
Everybody, welcome to the Chris Gethard Show. I'm your host, Chris Gethard. I want to say hi to everybody watching live on MNN, as well as everybody watching on the internet at mnn.org and thechrisgethardshow.com. Special hello to all of those chat rats who sit at thechrisgethardshow.com. We got a chat room. They watch the show together, and they're a bunch of dirtbags, so we call them the chat rats. And they're dirty, bad people. I just noticed no chance tonight. The first time I can remember, no Orlando or Julia. This is the first time that's happened in like a year, right? That's an amazing milestone. The show is falling apart and dying. It'll probably end soon. As evidence. If we can't get Orlando and Julia out here, this show is dying. I should just move to Los Angeles. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Booze. Hey, man, the kid's got to eat. The kid's got to eat. The kid from Jersey has to eat. Hello, everybody. Oh, also, happy birthday to our friend Naomi. Said
like,
what?
Sort of seriously.
Yeah, at some point, come on. At some point, we gotta call a spade and say that I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna be able to eat or pay rent. I gotta pay for that sweet pad I share with Phil Jackson. All right? So get used to it, Bethany, because I'm gonna start bringing it up to bother you every week.
All right.
Now that I see the effect. Happy birthday, Naomi, our fan who's out there.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Naomi. We have a great show tonight. We're talking about a topic that's near and dear to my heart, panic attacks. Not so dear to my heart, but very near to my heart. But before we get into that, we are back at our temporary studio up here in Harlem at the Firehouse. Our old studio is under renovations. And last week, if anybody saw the show, you guys saw how it went, and we're going to embrace that. If there's anything we're good at here, it's turning lemons into lemonade. We were handed a lot of lemons last week, Bethany, I would say.
Yeah, we had some lemons.
And that's why this week we're launching a new running bit that will last our entire duration of our stay in Harlem, called The List of Technical Disasters.
We're having technical difficulties, please stand by. We're having technical difficulties, please stand by.
All right, so last week we were plagued by technical difficulties, so we figured we'd just have some fun with that. Bethany, we're going to keep a running list. So right now we've got a whole bunch of the things that happened last week, and then anything that happens this week will just get added to this list of technical disasters. And then what'll happen is it'll become endearing instead of the fucking worst. Okay, so first thing from last week, that time the teleprompter scrolled all that shit from that other show. Okay, we all remember that. Next up, that time we found out this studio doesn't have the internet. And there's something about the internet does exist, but it's like locked in the basement and we can't get to it. That time the phones didn't work for the first 20 minutes of our phone call-based show. That time we thought the phones got fixed, but it was just Rich. It was just our friend Rich in the studio. And then last, but definitely not least, and this is not a joke, not something I'm making up, that time Emma and Shy Rachel wanted to leave, but gunfire was coming from the direction of the subway.
Did that happen?
Yeah, that happened. You think I'm going to make that up? Why? It didn't get a laugh. I got shocked silence from all these people who need to go to the subway. Yeah, but Emma, am I lying?
No, it's true.
It's true.
Oh.
So says Emma. All right, so I've also been told we got a few things to add from last week that I forgot. I don't know, Bethany, do you want to do it, or one of our studio audience members? Maybe we got our friend Jamie who's wearing his Gethard mask. Why don't you just add these? I'll yell them out, Jamie, if you don't mind. How about that time Drew just forgot, no, right on the front, and I'll drop the new page down. Yeah, how about this? That time Drew just forgot to bring a video. That time the head writer of our show just forgot that we need a video. And we don't have videos just to have them, we have them to change tapes. So that's why in the podcast from last week, that happened. Okay, so let's write that one. Tell me when you're done. Jamie?
Done.
Okay, that time that the monitors didn't work and we literally didn't know where the phone calls were being heard from.
These are getting less funny.
Hey man, they're real, right?
I'm
I never said they don't need to be funny. They're real. This is all true shit, okay? Nobody ever accused this show of being funny all the time. No one's ever made that accusation, man. We can go through all the bad episodes if you want. Remember that word game I thought up? That was nothing funny. Nothing funny about that. Okay, and then last but not least, okay, from this week, one that's happening right now. Tell me when, Jim. Okay. That time, the remote control for the 2 robotic cameras just didn't work.
Having technical difficulties, please stand by. The remote doesn't work! The remote doesn't work!
The remote does not work. We'll add more. We might as well just leave this up. We're going to be adding more throughout the night as they come up. Now, Bethany, tonight's topic, we're going to have a conversation, me and you. Shannon usually would be here for this, but here's how I know when we pick a good show topic. It's when Shannon O'Neill sends me an email that says, I really would love to be there, but I don't want to be depressed for Christmas. That's how I know when we've picked a good topic for our comedy show, because tonight, Bethany, we're going to talk about something that I go through and that you've witnessed me go through. You're one of the few people on earth who has seen me, as I have, what the world likes to refer to as a panic attack.
You're short of breath, your pulse is quickening. Panic attack! Panic attack! Your brow is sweating, your hands are trembling.
Panic attack! Panic attack!
Your heart is racing, the walls are closing.
Panic attack! Panic attack!
Breathing, quickening, sweating, trembling, racing, counting, stressing, breaking out, panic attack!
Wow, that was a grim and intense theme song. Thank you, LLC. Great to see you. Great to see you, Mimi, on the hoops, as always. As always. Okay, so Bethany, I have panic attacks. They're a horrible thing, but I ain't ashamed of it.
Okay.
And if anybody else has them and wants to compare stories of our panic attacks, 212-996-1413. Call us up, 212-996-1413. I assume this one will be grim, but we'll also get a lot of laughs about it. Because I laugh. Now, Bethany, you've witnessed me having panic attacks, I think at least twice that I can think of. Both major ones, both no joke, from what I can think of. What's your description of it as an outsider, as someone who has watched me? Because on the show, I appear to be an energetic and cheerful guy. Most of the time. Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I get stressed out. Now, how would you describe my behavior as you witness me having a panic attack?
Just going right into this.
Yeah, this is the show.
Great. Let's talk
It's the
about
whole
it.
topic of the show.
When I've seen you have panic attacks.
Yeah. Let's get real.
I get scared.
Wow, you sounded so honest when you said that.
It's true. I'm trying to think of what
Are you
goes
gonna
through
cry?
I've been pretty emotional lately, so maybe I'll cry.
Okay.
Um,
Good to know.
I guess I don't know if you want me to say how you are.
Yeah,
it's
like
hard
what's
for
it
me
look
to
like?
say.
What's it look like?
That's really hard for me to say because when you're having a panic attack,
Yeah.
I feel like my heart breaks.
So I feel like my heart breaks.
So
But I think more in like a physical sense.
it's not like so I don't know what
So
exactly.
you're overcome with your own
I'm
emotions that make it hard for you to say what you're perceiving about
when you're
me.
having a panic, I can say this, when you're having a panic attack in a very honest way, I just wish that I could make it, I wish I could just hold you and make it stop.
But you can't
But
do
I
that.
can't do it.
Because I'm like, don't look at me. I'm like that.
Yeah, and then you have your brain, your sentences don't make sense.
I don't make
you're spastic.
Yes.
And
all of these things are true.
obsessive, and you spiral.
Yes.
And it kills me.
Okay.
That's
All right. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to make a comedy show out of
and
this
then
conversation. We're going to make a legitimate comedy show out of this conversation. Because I'm not worried about it. I always bounce back,
Yeah.
right?
No, and I've learned that you will bounce back.
Yeah. Now, do you ever have any idea of when they're coming? Can you see them
Yeah.
coming? You can. What are the triggers? What are the warning signs? Because I'd love to know.
The triggers, you don't seem like you suffer a few days beforehand. You act like Chris Gethard.
What's that? Like I'm putting on a show.
Yeah, you're like, Like you say the things that you're supposed to say and you do the things you're supposed to do, but it's not natural.
All right, 212-996-1413. Call up. We'll talk about it. We'll get more into my view of what the panic attacks are like. But I want to hear from you guys. If there's anybody having a panic attack right now, that is an A-plus caller tonight. You are not alone. Call up. Have your panic attack on the phone. We'll help you get through it. The worst possible. I mean, that was the worst that I just said that, right? 212-996-1413. Do we have anybody on the phone? Let's do it. Caller, you're on the line. Who do we have?
Hi, my name's Tim McGorry.
Okay, Tim, first and last name, Tim McGorry. Welcome to the show. Where are you from?
I'm from East Islip, New York.
Okay, welcome. How are you?
Not good.
Okay,
What's
okay.
happening?
Talk to us, because we can help. We can help.
I
Maybe
know.
we can't. But we can listen.
I guarantee we'll help.
Thank you for underestimating yourself.
We will listen.
I'm overestimating myself.
Not you, Chris.
I got 2 ears.
You're a constant source of positive energy in otherwise negative world.
Thank you, Tim.
I don't, I'm just like for the last 24 hours, I've been kind of just completely just inside of myself, and I'm
Okay.
just trying to just try to figure out what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Just as far as housing and.
Oh, so you're losing your place to live.
Yes, I had a weird situation at the before I say anything else. Let me just put my story into maybe a reference that you or at least I'm shaking like right now so hard that I can't even barely speak.
Well, one thing I'll
But,
say to that, Tim, is you're on the phone, you know.
No,
so
it's all
nobody's
good.
judging
I'm
you.
real happy, but it's just
Yeah.
the realities of certain family facts or.
Yeah.
It's just it's like this summer, for the first time in my life, Chris, every summer of my life has just been complete shit since I left high school.
Okay.
And at this summer was the culmination of an apprenticeship that I did in Bayshore, Long Island, at this gourmet food place called Tallulah's Gourmet.
Okay, get that plug
And
in
we
there.
closed for the summer. We went over to the Saltaire Yacht Club.
Okay.
And they gave us a free house in Kismet, Fire Island. I had the greatest summer of my life. I took some time for myself, and I just wrote just all summer, and it was very therapeutic. And my dream, because I'm actually, we've met before, Chris. I'm an alumni of the UCB.
Okay.
But what happened was, I've been doing stand-up since '05. So, but I live on Long Island, so I'm constantly commuting, and I've been, the first 3 years of that was sort of commuting at the end of my, the first 4 years of my stand-up were commuting while going to school to community and state college, and then taking care of my dad that had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma that passed away 3 years ago this past October, that he had a 16-year battle with. So my life's never really been devoid of stress. But what happened was, at the end of the summer, I had been, saving all this money that I've been making as a chef at the Saltaire Yacht Club, and I was like, oh, great, I'm finally going to move to New York City.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, that's the dream that I've always had, living in close proximity to it my whole life, I'm finally going to go there, going to be able to do mics, this, that, and the other thing. One thing led to another, and I ended up having this insanely huge panic attack that just sort of crystallized in me being hospitalized, and my mom found one of my one-hitters for smoking some reefer in her garage stash, and she thought it was a crack pipe, so she thought it was high on crack.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, so suffice to say, I got streeted from St. Catherine's after, and I'll go into this. I'll go into the story in a minute if you want, but I got streeted the day of Hurricane Sandy. That hit, and I couldn't get back to my apartment in the city, so I decided to volunteer at the the Red Cross shelter over in Brentwood High School, one of the 3 shelters that was open at the time for people that were scared of property damage. And out here, it was the damage was a little bit more extensive because you had a lot of overturned trees, these big fucking grandfather trees and grandma trees that are just completely obstructing through houses on some occasion. It was a little bit more stormy, and I've been out here ever since. I helped out a lot of I gave a lot of October of myself, and even into November, and started running this place out in North Shirley. To stop me at any time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got it. Let's do it. So what's the crux of it, Tim? I feel like a jerk
of
being like, we got to pick up the pace.
I have to live my life one day at a time.
Yeah.
You know, I can make a million plans for the future, but at every corner they're constantly, you know, like something. The universe is like, oh, you had this in mind? Well, go fuck yourself. Here's another big batch of crazy to deal with.
Yeah. Well, here's the first thing I'll say. Hey, Tim, here's the first thing I'll say, man. You're having a rough time for very legitimate reasons.
Yeah.
I complain about panic attacks in public all the time. I'm becoming known for it, and I literally had a panic attack on Friday because I had a bad improv show. So keep that in mind. You got a sick dad and a mom who thinks you're on crack, dude. You have every right to freak out. So you know what I mean? Like, you're allowed to have a panic attack when your mom thinks you're on crack and you get stuck at a hospital because a hurricane knocks down the island you live on. You're allowed to freak the fuck out, man.
And living one day at a time sounds kind of awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we should all strive to live one day.
Yeah, a lot of Taoists and Buddhists would say that you're doing it upright. In the Buddhist sense, you're killing it,
I am a master
Tim.
of Tai Chi Chuan. Actually, my dad was a master, and he sort of taught me ever since I was a kid. And,
All
you know,
right.
even though I was raised Roman Catholic, there's a lot of, a lot of Eastern spirit. Like, I remember in the 90s there was that whole, like, spirituality boom on the other end, like, self-esteem prophecy and shit.
Yeah.
But I was, like, just a kid growing up because I'm 26 right now. I'll be 27 in, like, a week and a half.
Happy birthday.
Hey, thank you. But the whole thing of it, like, even like here's what's killing me.
Okay,
this is something that this is how I got to the hospital. Just to put things in perspective, really quick.
And then we will have to say goodbye.
Huh?
I feel like a jerk saying it, but we will have to say goodbye after that, Tim.
That's fine. That's no problem, Chris. Listen, and even being on hold while they go over the songs and stuff, it was just it's very nice to know.
That's
it's
good.
just you're making me feel better already.
Good. Yeah,
but
I'm
I'll tell
trying
you
to
this
walk
quick
the
story,
line
and then I'll
between
get out of
being
here. Okay?
compassionate and running a hard-hitting, fast-moving comedy show here.
I heard that,
I'm walking
brother.
the
You
line.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I am, yeah, man. Okay, so let's wrap it up, and I will
All
just
right, let's
reserve
wrap
the right
it up. I'll tell this really quick story, and then I'll say goodnight, and I'll go take a bath.
Okay.
So I came back to Babylon, Long Island, to visit my mother right before to try and just spend some time with her. She currently has my dog that I raised, so I wanted to spend some time with him. But every time I go there, I usually ask to use her iPad for the internet and stuff. So I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a real nice guy. I'm going to go stop by the Babylon Public Library.
Tim, we gotta go.
You might give Chris a panic
We gotta go. I'm about to have a panic attack,
Chris,
Tim.
listen, hey,
I love you,
sorry
Tim.
for
You're a
being
good
all
guy.
manic on the phone. God bless you.
God bless you, Tim. Enjoy your bath. Oh, shit, Tim, the longest call. The longest call in the history of the show, Tim.
Rizza, woo.
Did he just manage to end his call on that? All right, no, are we going to our guest already? Okay, one call and then to the guest. Tim Tim, God, by all means, get it off your chest. Use our show to get it off your chest. We are here for you. But everybody else, condense them stories, man.
Yeah, good storyteller, though.
I mean, Tim, an engaging man. He's been through a lot. It has to be the longest call ever, right? Has to be the longest call ever. And Tim, I'm not trying to judge you because you've been through a lot, and I hope you feel better, and I hope right now you're drawing up the warmest bath you've ever taken. But Jesus Christ, Tim, you got the gift of gab, my friend. That being said, we have a special guest here tonight. We're very happy to welcome them. We are very happy to welcome the punk rock stylings of our friends. They are playing a show January 17th at Death by Audio with 3 other bands that have appeared on our show. We're very happy to welcome them. Please get up and dance as we welcome Claire's Diary, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, she's just a girl next door. Girl next door. a girl next door. Yeah, she's just a girl next door. Girl next door, living in a phone, building a phone. Girl next door, singing a song, singing a song. Could be playing with fire, getting a bone, getting a bone. Girl next door, you'll never know, you'll never know, you'll never. Girl next door, you'll never know, you'll never know, you'll never know.
Banana Man, what'd you think of that?
Super yeah.
Super yeah. Now, Banana Man and I were dancing. You hit me very, very hard in the dick while we were dancing. You hit me really hard. Banana Man, that was not nice. They will be back with more later. Claire's Diary, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, January 17th, Death by Audio in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. They are playing a show that we're hosting along with our old friends Electric Monday, one of your favorites, with the great Mal Blum. Someone I wish would just be my friend. I just wish we could be
Pretty good
friends.
I think Mal and I.
Oh my God, she got coffee with JD, man. She got coffee with JD Amato.
We send each other personal messages
You do?
over Twitter.
That's not true.
That's
Like
true.
private, like
Like
DMs?
private messages.
Oh, just try
I'm just
so
saying
hard,
we
man.
connect.
I'm trying too hard. All right, and also, that show will feature the one, the only, the Dolchnikov Brigade.
Ah, yeah.
The Dolchnikov Brigade making their return. And now, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of returns, there's a bit we've done on this show that has run many, many months, and I think fascination remains high. From what I hear, we're throwing this one into overdrive. For anybody who doesn't know, a lot of people who watch this show probably have noticed the absence of a cast member of ours. His name is Murph, a.k.a. the Reservoir Dog, a.k.a. Mopus Dopus. He's a legendary figure in this show. A lot of people have been asking me, where's Murph? And I've been saying he's been getting it done. He's been getting it done. And that is usually the answer when people say, where's Murph? I usually say he's getting into trouble, he's getting it done, you know? But he has been battling, Bethany, a secret society from Chapel Hill, North Carolina called the Secret Order of Gimghoul. This is a real thing. We did a touring show in North Carolina. Murph broke into their hilltop castle, and he has vowed to take them down. And from what I hear, Murph is back tonight, and he has a major announcement regarding this as we return to Murph versus Gimghoul. Ladies and gentlemen.
Murph versus Gimghoul.
Murph versus Gimghoul.
Murph versus Gimghoul.
Murph versus Gimghoul. Now, Murph, I hear you have a mic on,
I think this mic is working, yeah?
and I hear we got a big announcement.
All right, well, good evening, Order of Gimghoul. I hope your Wednesday evening rapes are going well. I want you to enjoy yourselves while you can, because we've been doing this dance for quite some time. You know, we've been pussyfooting around, but let's stop jerking each other off after the middle school dance, and let's grow up. It's time. February 9th is the date, Saturday. This is Saturday, February 9th. Saturday, February 9th, I'm coming to Chapel Hill, and I'm going to knock on your door at 1:31 p.m. Why 1:31? Because I have 131 names that I took from the plaques on the wall of your fucking castle. And I'm bringing them with me, and somebody better answer the goddamn door. Those names are getting shouted from the hilltops of Chapel Hill.
So, Murph, you're saying you're going to Chapel Hill.
I'm going to
Saturday,
Chapel Hill.
February 9th,
February 9th.
1:31 p.m. You're
1:31
knocking
p.m. and
on
I'm
the
pounding
front
on
door.
the front door of
Do you want to
Gimghoul
know
Castle.
something that's not a joke? My stomach just flipped.
This is not a lie. This is nothing
No,
we
this
mentioned
is
here.
real.
They have put up videos threatening you.
They have threatened me through YouTube.
They have mailed things to your home.
They've mailed things to my old residents. They don't know where I live now. They think they know where I live, but jokes. And I do know where you live.
What if they're waiting for you?
I hope. I'm telling them. Wait. Let's meet. Let's chat.
So
I want to have a conversation with these scumbags.
You're doing it.
And also, I'm gonna rally some support from the community, because I know there are plenty of people down there who are scared to talk now. But when we get down there, we rally them up. They'll talk.
All right.
Yes. Thanks.
Saturday, February 9th. Saturday,
February 9th,
The Reservoir
1:31 p.m.
Dog.
I will knock on Gimghoul Castle's front
The
door.
Reservoir Dog. He's coming to Chapel Hill. He's taking on Gimghoul face to face. I hope you don't get arrested, my friend.
Well, the law might be on their side, but we got the people. We're gonna gather up a whole bunch of people who are on our side.
Wonderful, wonderful. Murph, do you want to join us for the rest of the
Yeah.
show?
Let's have a seat.
Now, Murph, you seem like a cool customer to me. Do you ever have panic attacks?
I don't know if I've ever had a panic attack. I had a meltdown once at a. As you know, I didn't eat meat for a long time.
Yes.
And I had a.
And I believe you broke that vow by drinking the milkshake of death.
Well,
on
the
our show.
the milkshake of death also broke it. And then like a week after that, I had a rough run, and I was drinking way too much with some strangers at the Triple Crown in Chelsea, and
well-known improv bar.
I managed to. I started crying in the bathroom there, and I was having a rough time. So I went down to McDonald's, and it was when the McRib was in town.
Yes.
And I just kept eating McRibs until
That's how
I
you-
vomited on McDonald's.
That's how you stopped
floor.
being a vegetarian, was
Yeah.
being a McRib.
Yeah. It was, and then I went home
horrible.
and I watched The Lion King like 2 or 3 times and wept until I went to sleep. So I don't think it's a panic attack; it's some sort of depressed meltdown, but we'll count it.
Now, I don't know if you'd want to do this, Bethany or Murph, because Bethany, you're not a panic attacker yourself.
No.
Generally.
No, the worst thing that happens to me is that I get so sad that I just cry for like a day.
I do that as well, but that's not a panic
not a
attack.
panic attack.
We'll have an episode about depression in the future.
I have a few.
Would you guys want to demonstrate? Because I get dizzy and hot, I hyperventilate, and my face gets numb, like pins and needles. Would you want maybe? And then, how about this? How about we try to stage one for you guys? How's this sound?
You
Would you
want-
be into it?
You want us to stage a
Like I have a thing that I think will emulate pretty closely
Yeah.
the experience. Murph's in. Bethany, you don't have to. Would that be too intense for you?
You want to get you to have a
No,
panic?
Murph, I'm gonna coach you guys into a physical state.
Okay,
and then,
yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna start,
do that.
and then I'll start saying what my internal monologue would be while you feel that way.
I love this.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay,
right,
so let's stand up. Let's clear out the chairs. Okay, so first, this is not the experience of it. I'm gonna put you through some physical actions. So let's first hold your breath and and spin around to get yourselves dizzy. Spin around real fast. This is not the panic attack itself. This is just building up to it. Okay, now start breathing in and out really hard while you still spin. Do that. Spill. Okay. Now hold your breath again. Spin faster. Spin faster. Spin faster. 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 Now maybe just like shake your head up a bunch of down to get like physically disoriented. Yep. Holding your breath. Now breathe in real hard, real fast. Real hard, real fast. Okay. Now grab the top of your head because I always do this right as it's coming. Okay. Keep spinning. Breathing. Breathe in and out. Okay. Now stop and face the camera and just as hard as you can breathe. Like really hard. Okay. And things are going well. Everybody can see what you're feeling right now. Everybody can see your face and they know what you're feeling and they're judging you for it. You're being judged for it right now. Your career is not where you want it to be, and a lot of people depend on you, and you're letting them down all the time. And holy shit, everyone sees what's happening right now. Anybody who's looking at you knows exactly what's happening right now. They all have picked up on it. They all don't like it. They all think you're weak for it. You're weak and you're scared. You're fucking weak and scared. Those are your core principles. The core descriptions of you as a person are weak and scared. That's what having a panic attack is. Now, how do you guys feel about that?
That's not nice.
That's not good, right? Yeah, but also your face gets tingly. But also, I will say this, right after a panic attack, all colors appear brighter to me.
So is there a way you can put that to use?
No, I just know. I'll tell you, having a panic attack on a rainy night in New York City, I'll be in the middle of it and I'm like, well, at least the glare of these streetlights is going to be beautiful later. I'll tell myself things like that. And then I'll be like, holy shit, I do a public access show. And I do that. 212-966-1413. 212-996-1413. Want to hear from you guys.
Why don't you give us a call?
Yeah.
Why don't you give us a call?
Yeah. Before we get to your calls, I hear that we have a video tonight. I don't know, are we, am I just going into it? I know Banana Man, Rob Malone, and myself, we recently spent a day in New Jersey. That time, Chris's voice sounded like a crazy alien inside an oil drum.
Please stand by.
Like the remote don't work.
Don't work.
Then what's this called?
No, this is that time Chris's voice sounded like an alien trapped inside an oil drum. Oil drum. Nailing it. We're nailing it. Okay, so Rob, Banana Man, we drove around. It was last weekend, right?
It was a weekend ago.
And we filmed last year. We did the Spirit of Gethard, our pre-taped holiday special. Thank you, Jamie. And we did it. Spirit of Gethard 2 is next week. I understand you're going to debut some footage tonight.
Yeah, it was a sneak peek trailer.
Okay.
I heard it was 12 minutes long.
That's not true.
There are a lot of highlights because it was such a great day.
It was a good day. If it is 12 and a half minutes of this show, can't decide if I would be mad or delighted.
We need a lot of time to fill.
Okay.
To fill up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're trying to give me a panic attack right now.
No, we're just really proud of what we did. I don't know why you're turning it into a negative thing.
So this is a preview. Next week you can download the Spirit of Gethard 2, our holiday special, our annual tradition. Let's check out these highlights.
Think that they know you're in here?
Yeah. I don't like it. I gotta go.
Holiday special.
That's a pretty great take.
We'll spin around.
Yeah, okay. Spirit of Gethard, we're outside Chris Gethard's house. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. We're outside. It's a Spirit of Gethard 2. We're outside Chris Gethard's house right now.
Start again?
You're not excited about this?
No, I'm pretty excited.
This is off to a shitty start. Where is Chris?
Is this weird? Is what we're doing weird? Get those hammies stretched out.
I gotta get focused somehow.
Like, I don't like dick.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like it.
I think you like dicks.
Really high levels on
Track 2 now.
So can you hold this camera at us and we'll point this at you?
Someone's already here and I don't know it.
Holy shit. Right here, the Hitmaster hologram
Next
is appearing.
Oh, it's upside down. I've been holding it upside down.
You're like Hollywood Gethard now.
That's not, dude.
That's a nickname that's been going around.
People have been calling me Hollywood Gethard. That's mean. That's
You
insulting. That
chose to go
actually
to
hurts my
LA
feelings.
instead of having the public access show. You picked LA over us.
I feel like we keep getting lost, and we keep getting lost right next to this animal store, though.
You hold this so I can focus on him. That is the best gift I ever could have gotten.
Who are these guys?
Text back.
Yeah.
Particularly like fragrant, like steak fish.
What's going on with the video cameras?
If I were to be brutal, I would look at you guys as the girl who wouldn't do anal and wouldn't suck cock. That's what I would look at.
You view me as a girl who wouldn't do anal or suck cock?
Yes.
I'm very fun. I would do both of those things. I would do anal every day if I was a girl.
Really?
I'd be all about it.
A baller.
Not a baller.
I think you're saying you're a butler.
Let's be butlers. Let's sign up to be butlers.
Oh, that's beautiful. It's like Calvin and Hobbes high. It's showing up. That's really high.
So I don't know if anyone's gonna watch that. Hold on, because we had to add to the list that time Keith and Rob's mic didn't work on the intro. Let's also, Jamie, if you wouldn't mind, that time the audio playback on the video was so loud in the studio that it was physically painful. Let's add that. Another to the list. All right, so thank you, Keith and Rob. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm sure everybody out there chomping at the bit. Spirit of Gethard 2 next week. Let's get to some phone calls. 212-996-1413. Who do we have on the line right now?
Andres from Massachusetts.
All right, Andres from Massachusetts. Great to hear from you again. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I figured first I'm going to give a shout out to the chat rats. Want to be called the Rat's Nest from now on?
They want to be called the Rat's Nest.
Do you get to choose your
nickname? They've been a thing for like 3 weeks, and they're already making demands. They're the chat rats.
Yep, we're the Rat's Nest now.
Hey, man.
I guess they are.
You don't get to call the shots. It's the Chris Gethard Show. You're a teenager from Massachusetts, Andres. You're one of the biggest.
Stood up like a man that no one on the show
no,
ever does.
because here's the thing, man. This guy loves the show, and this is how much respect he has for me. All right, so Andres,
Okay, Rat's Nest.
what do you want to talk about tonight?
So I started a new year at this private school I go to, and it's really difficult.
Yeah, fuck private school.
So at the beginning of the year, like maybe November-ish, there was this whole really tough week. I was doing awful in school. Then I found out this Mike Birbiglia movie, Sleepwalk With Me, came out in like a theater in Boston.
Yeah.
So
you're like a real comedy nerd.
Yeah,
so
I love that
You're gonna go
stuff.
see a Mike Birbiglia movie.
Yeah, exactly. So I planned this whole weekend. I took the train to Boston. I was like really excited, and then I get it. Boston is, it's like really hard to navigate, and I got lost really quickly.
It's nothing but squares up there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Harvard Square, Copley Square. Is that a square?
It's a grid.
It's all squares, man. Yeah. You need to come to a real city like New York where it's numbers. Or a real city like LA where you just program that sweet GPS and put your sunglasses on and drive.
Nope. So did you have a panic attack?
Yeah, what ended up happening was I got like really lost. I missed the movie. I ended up getting there to another showing, and the guy's like, "Yeah, we can't show you. It's rated R, but it's not rated on the website." And I was so crushed, and I started breathing really hard, and I like ran away. I got lost again. My mom had to come into Boston, pick me up. It was really embarrassing. But then I get home, I realized I have an essay I haven't even studied, and this is a Sunday.
Oh.
And I just fell apart. Like, I started hyperventilating. I started getting really hot in the face. And, like, it was just an awful, like, 1.5 days.
That sucks, and I'm sorry it happened to you, but I'm going to tell you something right now, Andres, and this is going to make it all worth it, okay? I'm friends with Mike Birbiglia. Not best friends, but we know each other. I don't think I have his number in my phone, but I got his email address somewhere. I don't know if it's the current one. That being said, I'm pretty sure I could track him down. I'm going to let him know that you had that experience. I'm going to see if I can get him to do something nice for you. How's that sound? All right? Maybe he'll sleepwalk with you, Andres from Massachusetts. I'm going to do what I can.
I ended up ordering the movie and watching it, and it was really good. And then, like, the very next week, I had, like, another panic attack, so that was weird. Like, it came pretty close.
Yeah, man. Well, fuck panic attacks. And also, man, here's something I'll say. You should have just not even written that essay. Your whole essay should have just been, none of this shit you're teaching me applies in the real world. Period. End of essay.
I 100% disagree.
No. By LLC and panel, who ever learned anything in school you've used in real life by a show of hands? Every day? Me, Joe, and Murph. Everybody knows that it's me, Murph, and Joe Evans who are the ones who have our heads on straight. Everybody knows that out of this crew, me, Murph, and Joe are the ones who really got our heads on straight. Yes. Okay? Andres, no worries on that. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's having famous acquaintances in the comedy world. And I'm going to reach out to Mike and see what we can do, okay? Thank you for the call.
Andres, getting good grades is going to get you out of high school the fastest.
Dude,
well, I'm already
out.
Yeah, leave. You can leave. How old are you? 17. Leave.
Go get a job, man. Move to New York City and chase the dream. 212-996-1413. Thank you for the call. Let's go ahead. Who's next on the line? Hello, caller. You're on the line.
You work all day, your feet feeling ouch. It's so good to come home to your friend the couch. Oh, yeah. You got to keep it Cal steady.
Our favorite caller, Calstead, on the line. Before we move on, Andres from Massachusetts, January 19th. Whole bunch of the Gethard Show guys going up to Boston.
Show. Yeah.
We're going to do a show inside a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Okay? There's only about 20 tickets left. I can't plug them or tell you where to buy them, but I can say they exist and there's not many. All right. Calstead, welcome back. How are you? How's it going?
Mr. Chris, this is Colton.
Yes, we know, Calstead. How are you? How's your dog, Mr. Bench, doing?
You know, from that recent reenactment of the panic attack, he started panicking, and I had to calm him down.
That makes sense. I'm really sorry about that. So, Calstead, now you on the phone, you sound like a real cheerful dude. I can't imagine that you're a guy who has panic attacks yourself.
Well, you know, actually, I do suffer from panic attacks.
Okay, so what happens when Calstead, our favorite caller, has a panic attack?
Well, right now I'm on Valium, and I've been taking Prozac since the 70s.
So you've been taking Prozac since it, came out, since it hit the market.
Oh, yeah, I've been on all sorts of antidepressants.
Yeah, I'm a Wellbutrin and Lamictal man myself, Calstead.
You know, I had my first panic attack when I was 16. I was sitting in a barber's chair, and I started getting a cut, and I started panicking, and I ran out, and then they took me to a doctor, and my doctor, Dr. Meyerson, he shot some Valium into my butt.
He shot Valium into your butt?
Now, like you said, it was really early when it first came out.
Now, wait, you were 16 in the 1970s?
Yeah.
We have no idea how old you are.
65? Well, I was born on May 30th, 1955.
1955? So that's... You're 57? Are you 57?
That's right, I'm 57 years old.
Oh, all right, Calstead, I gotta say, when we met you, you look pretty good for your age. Yeah.
Well, you know, staying all that time on the couch preserves your age.
I thought you looked terrible for 30 because I thought you were like 30 years old, but you look amazing for 57.
Amazing.
Oh, why, thank you. You know, me and Mr. Bench just got back from seeing Miss Barbara Streisand's new movie, Guilt Trip.
Oh, you did? You saw the new Barbra Streisand movie. We all know you're a big fan. Now, did it impress you or did it let you down?
It was fabulous. You know, I don't know how she's not going to win an Oscar.
Yeah, I think, Murph, you got to ride this thing. It's really fun.
It's really fun.
It's really fun. It's super fun.
It's just like the supermarket.
Now, we're rooting for the Oscar, Carlstead. We do got to move on. Anything else you want to... Murph, don't be a fucking Looney Tune about it. Carlstead, anything else you want to get off your chest before we say goodnight?
Well, I just wanted to ask, how was everybody's Hanukkah?
Hanukkah, I personally do not celebrate. Mark, good? Who else? Okay, the man behind the plant says good.
I don't generally celebrate Hanukkah, but I did light the candles about 3 days this time.
Okay, how'd it go?
It was really enjoyable.
Sounds like across the board a pretty positive Hanukkah experience for the TCGS family. All right, Carlstead, thank you very much. What do we need?
Keep it close, Denny, guys.
Okay, we got another one, Jersey Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, Jersey Dave, adding a technical nightmare to the list. Who knows what this will be? Show not being broadcast. What is it? What are we saying here? That time Dave's mic stopped working. Wait, Dave who? Your mic? Oh, your mic, that thing. Okay, your comm system just done.
Yeah.
So the guy who's going to be telling us stuff can no longer hear what's happening. Great. Perfect. All right. Welcome to Harlem. All right, next caller, you're on the line. Welcome to the show. How can we help you tonight?
Hello?
Yes, you.
Hello?
You're on. Yeah, what's up? Who are you?
I'm Shaz from Massachusetts.
How are you? How's it going?
You know, I'm doing all right now.
Okay.
I do get the panic attacks, you know, and wanted to talk about that.
Okay, so yeah, what do yours feel like? I describe them, I get very hot, hyperventilating, dizzy, and tingly.
Yeah.
That's
Some of mine are hot, hyperventilating. I get sometimes I get kind of lightheaded if they're really, really bad.
Yes, me too.
This all sounds like how I feel when I have my period.
Really?
Yes.
We might just be having our periods. I do get them roughly every 28 days.
Those are,
here's a
maybe
new
just
rule
take
while we're
some
in Harlem.
Midol next time.
Anytime I fucking nail it like that, I'm gonna yell punchline and come at you. And I'm sorry if I kill you in the front row. So, what's on your mind? Did you have a recent one? Anything you want to talk about? Words of encouragement you'd like to give the other sufferers of panic attacks out there?
What would I say? Well, I gotta say, your theme song, your panic attack theme song on the show today was really awesome. You should send me the lyrics so I could sing it to myself every time I almost get a panic attack.
Okay, the LLC. The LLC is all the medicine you
Yeah.
need, it sounds like. Okay.
Put it up on the board.
Yeah. If you go, we have a message board at thechrisgethardshow.com. Post a reminder up there. Johnny from the LLC says he'll get on it. He'll give you those lyrics. And maybe you can record your own cover version.
All right.
Yeah.
You could try that.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you have to deal with these things. You're not alone.
So, I have a question. When you're in the middle of a panic attack, do you know that you're going to get out of it?
Yeah. You know, I'm still conscious and everything.
I wonder if you
I'm
would
still
agree
aware
with
of the
this.
future.
Logically, I understand I will get out of it, but I also convince myself that it may be the time that it happens forever.
Sounds like a bad trip.
That never occurred to me.
Well, that's why I've never really messed with hallucinogenic drugs, because I figure my brain is so unstable as it is.
Yeah, it could go
Why
down
why
the
push it
rabbit
over
hole.
that tipping point?
Yeah.
I'm already there, man. Murph, you're the only person who laughed at that. All right. Thank you so much for the call.
Thank you.
Thank you, and good luck with everything. Thanks for filling us in, letting us know there's others out there. Let's go one more call. Should we do that, Noah? Drew? Okay, we're not at all. Okay, they tore it up last time. They're going to tear it up again right now, and they're going to tear it up on January 17th at Death by Audio, along with our friends Mal Bullum, Electric Monday, and the Dolchnikov Brigade. Ladies and gentlemen, get up and dance. Banana Man, do not hit me in the dick again. As we welcome back Claire's Diary, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh. doesn't care. Susie's alright, so take me there. Susie's alright, she doesn't care. Susie's alright, so take me there. Susie's alright, she doesn't care. Susie's alright, so take me there.
Eric Dyer, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while since the room's been dancing like that. It's been a long while since the room's been dancing like that. All right, 10 minutes to go. Call us up, 212-996-1413. Caller, you're on the line. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. So fill us in. Who are you? What do you want to...
This is Kobe.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Not much. What's going on with you?
Just doing a TV show.
I wanted to talk about panic attacks, which I have frequently, but like the #1 trigger for my panic attacks. And
Yes.
I want to see if like you share it.
Okay, we can survey the room.
Because like like you, I get panic attacks a lot when I do like stand up or shows or whatever. When I realize.
And is that why? Because you often call the show on Ambien.
Yeah, no. At one point, I did have a panic attack on the show.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, when the 40-year-old Goofy stopped time, that was freaky for me.
Yes, because you were on Ambien, he stopped time, you couldn't comprehend in your altered state. It led to a panic attack. For that, we apologize sincerely.
The #1 thing, though, and I don't know if you share this or if anyone else shares this, but I have the worst panic attacks when I have to go buy clothing.
Oh, interesting. I get it with haircuts.
I don't mind haircuts. I like it because my barber has like he'll put his man breast on your shoulder and it feels nice.
That to me is that's the #1 trigger. Man breath on my shoulder.
I do have a legit fear of supermarkets.
Yeah.
Like, I will walk to a grocery store and not go in often.
Wow. See, now I wonder is this, because with me, with haircuts, I'm like, my hair's going to get fucked up and I'm going to look like that for like months and everybody's going to know. Is that with clothes, or are you like, I'm going to buy bad clothes and everybody's going to know I got
No. Okay, so I have a thing that I have a severe like physical aversion to certain fabrics. Flannel, velvet, suede, these things make me cringe and freak out and like not be able to function. As well as many other things, like fresh cut metal is weird. Anyway, so it's a lot like I have to... Feeling clothing is like a risk for me every time I touch a new fabric.
Yeah.
I tried to look it up to diagnose myself. The closest thing I could find is something called SPD, which evidently is only found in 1 to 2-year-olds with severe autism.
So you may have the chemical makeup of a 1 to 2-year-old with severe autism.
Yeah, probably.
Based on your self-diagnosis.
WebMD diagnosis. All
It's
right.
the closest thing I could find.
That is a fascinating trigger. Haircuts get me. What else gets me? I don't know. For me, it's more like long-term thinking about the future and the past.
Right. I'm 17 in my last year of high school, and I'm not going to college, and I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm having those a lot.
Yeah, but I've met you, man, and you seem to have your shit together. Wait, I'm 32, and you seem to have your head together better than I do.
I'm pretty fragile, man. Like, there's sometimes outside stepfathers, and I wait outside to see you, and then you're like, "What's up, Kobe? Bye," and then I go home and cry.
Yeah, well, you go home and cry because I'm freaked out, man. I'm like, Sometimes I can't talk to people after shows, man. Sometimes that's like torture for me to walk out.
We should give each other a hug and feel better.
But then I'm like freaking out. I'm hugging a 17-year-old boy on the sidewalk. And that's nothing against you, but it's just for me. I'm like, sometimes I think too hard about these shows, and sometimes I'm like, why did I commit my life to this? You know what I mean, Kobe? And then I'm just like leaving, and I'm like, I just want to go, man. I just got to get out of here. It's nothing against you. I just got to get out of there, you know, to the comfort of my car where I can yell and punch the window.
Chris, you did mention earlier that you thought you did a bad show on Friday, which I can only assume is Stepfathers. And I want to say, as a person who's been there every week for like 50 weeks, that you guys never do a bad show.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. To each his own, I guess. We'll just have to agree to disagree. I think I'm horrible. Thank you for the call, Kobe. All right, next call. Call us up, 212-996-1413. Hello, you're on the line. How you doing tonight? Hello, are you there?
Hi. My name is Jake. I'm a long-time watcher, first-time caller.
Jake, welcome to the show. I think you're the first time to use that phrase, the long-time, first-time phrase ever in the history of the show. Congrats.
Thank you. So I don't necessarily have panic attacks, but I definitely have like mental breakdowns, and I had one last night because, so just give you a quick background, I suffer from depression and anxiety, and I took a gap year after high school because I was too anxious to go to school. So last year was my first year of school, and I'm halfway through this semester right now, and I'm transferring to be closer back to home.
Yeah.
So that's freaking me out because I'm at this point in my life where I feel like I can't be anywhere where I'm going to be happy. And on top of that, I also had the greatest relationship of my entire life this summer come to an end, and I'm still not entirely over it. And so all these things just kept adding up last night. And what happens with me is my heart sinks to my stomach, and I start shaking, and then I just start sobbing.
I hear ya. I do that too. Here's what I'll say, man. I mean, moving closer to home, that sounds like it's going to be a good thing, right? Be closer to home.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't, it's weird because, what made me, freak out yesterday was my goal in college was, to make a lot of friends and be happy. But then I got to college and that didn't work out. And now my goal is, to just get by. And that's so upsetting that that's, a goal.
Yeah, man. I mean, I hit the same place in college. I was basically I need to just, I guess, do this for 3.5 more years because my parents wouldn't let me drop out.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're going to be, here's the thing, man. You keep your chin up and you stay tough, and I think you're going to get through it just fine because you sound like you're, I think one of the worst things to be is smart enough to be as self-aware as you are right now. You know what I mean? You're a smart enough dude to know that you're not content, and that just means you still have these goals to accomplish, these pieces of life that need to get done. So I think you should take strength in the fact that you are smart enough to realize what's going on and why it's bumming you out, and know that that same level of smarts is going to get you onto the next big thing, the thing you really want to be doing, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. Thank you.
And also,
I'm sorry if I made the show way too real, but
dude,
I've been trying to call for ages to just get my mind out there and just express myself. So I'm glad it finally happened.
Yeah, man. And here's another thing I'll say, dude. Murph, what's your opinion of college?
Having never been, I will say that you don't need it.
You don't need that shit. And man, how many stories do you hear that is people finding cool shit in college that was not the shit they set out to do, man? Yep. We all saw Social Network, right?
Yeah.
Everybody saw.
And people are in debt.
Aaron Sorkin's Social Network.
I love this.
I know, it's my favorite thing. You're going to find great shit on the horizon, man. Keep your chin up. And as far as being single for the first time, it sucks. I've been there recently. It sucks, but there are greener pastures on the way. Go out, have fun, be young, make mistakes, regret the shit you do, not the shit you don't do.
Yes.
Go out and catch a fucking disease, my man. Have fun. Stay tuned for Mid-Evenings with Jay Miller, our very good friends. Keep watching, all you chat rats. We'll see you January 17th at Death by Audio, January 19th, Boston, February 1st, San Francisco, March 11th, Austin, Texas. We're going cross-continental with this one. Thank you all for calling. Sorry if you got through on the line and didn't get to talk about your panic attack. We will see you next week. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. So much. I felt good about that one. Betsy, you got to ride this thing more.
Yeah, it's so good.
Ride it, yeah. Who else wants to ride it? Zane, you want to ride this thing? Zane, you should ride this thing. You don't get to ride it, Banana Man. Zane gets to ride it. Jamie, you want to ride it?
Get
You're
out
up
of the
next,
way!
okay. Try not to kill our friends. Special thanks to Claire's Diary. They tore it to shreds tonight. All right, Jamie in. Turn this bad boy around and let's do it. Who else wants up here? Hot Dog, you want to ride? Hot Dog can ride it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the show where Hot Dog Parish rides a podium. This is the part of the show where he does it again. You look very happy. Who's next? No, Banana Man's not allowed. Live stream, you guys are awesome. You will always be chat rats. You will never be the rat's nest. You will never, ever be referred to as the rat's nest. for as long as I live. That is not allowed. You are chat rats. I gave you that name. I don't know what's so wrong with that name that you want to abandon it immediately. The rat's nest is not a thing, nor will it ever be a thing. I love you guys. Fuck that.